See ya.
Bye, Amanda.
Bye.
Why?
Bye.
Why?
Okay,
So,
go.
do I literally just say what's on my paper?
Yeah.
Alright. My film trailer is going to be called Blood on Me. The description of it is: a man keeps having a recurring dream about people he cannot see chasing him. They have hoodies that create a dark shadow so you can't see their faces. They keep chasing him until he wakes up. This dream turns into a reality and starts actually happening. My audience would be people over the age of 16, I think, because I think anyone younger would probably struggle to get the concept of the film. My audience will be watching the trailer for excitement to see the film and suspense. The estimated view time for my trailer will be about 1 to 2 minutes. I don't want it to be any longer than 2 minutes. Otherwise it might lose people's attention. The strengths of my film are the fact that it'd be very easy to film in the college. You just have to go somewhere that's a bit darker, and there's quite a few dark rooms in the college, which is easy. And even around the college there's places like benches, so you could wake up from a dream like sleeping on a bench or something. The actors be easy to get as well, because I wouldn't actually, people are usually quite shy and don't like showing their face, but I wouldn't need people to show their faces, like they could just wear something when they could see their face properly. Yeah, and the number of locations for the film will be about 10 different locations for the trailer in total. And that's about it. Don't need too much space. It'll be filmed in like a very confined way, so it'll be quite tense and up close. And that's it for me.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
Any questions, guys?
Yeah, any questions? It's very short.
Did you do
'cause-
weaknesses?
Weaknesses.
Yeah, like what's the weakness of your idea?
Weakness of my idea. The weakness of my idea is that it's just
About the weather. Do the weather.
yeah, the weather could affect it. So if it's like a really bright sunny day, it might like change the mood on the film, because I want it to be like quite dark looking
I like
and stuff like that. So the weather could affect it. So it just depends on the day. We'd have to film on a day where it's quite dull and dingy, I guess.
Yeah. Good. Please go next.
I don't even have a name for my horror movie.
That's okay. Right, go.
Right. So, basically, the plot to it is a girl gets a friend request from someone. What?
Carry on.
And his name is Harry Lowe, the profile account. And he starts messaging her. She doesn't know who he is, so she just messages him back, shows her friends, and he starts acting weird. So she stops messaging him, and ever since she stopped messaging him, stuff has been going on in the house. So alarms been going off, power cuts, etc. And then she talks to all of her friends, and they all discuss a plan about it and what happens. I've aimed it for teenagers. It'll be in the school, in the college, and in my house. The props I'll be using will be mobile phones. Yeah, that's the first idea.
Question. You said it's going to be in your house. I thought you could only film
Oh no, I
in the
spoke to Amanda about it.
Really?
Yeah, we can do it in our house.
Oh, that's amazing. Next time.
Okay, I've kind of rushed these ideas. Okay.
After the break.
In the film, there's a group of teenagers who think they're going on a 4-day breakaway. The gentleman who takes their bags for them to the room they're staying in. When the teenagers are in the room, the man locks the door and don't let them out. The group of friends have to work as a team to sort out the puzzles. If they do one puzzle wrong, something bad happens to the person. The question is, through the 3 days they get locked in the room, do they all survive?
That sounds interesting.
I like that how you've left it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes it mysterious.
My strengths in this would be my photography, so the angles. Yeah, my weaknesses would be like the editing. The opportunities I could bring to this film would obviously be the room in my house. props would be fake blood, fake stuff like knives and that. Sounds like an idea.
Alright, second.
We'll be back after the break.
Sorry. So in this film, what happens is a family gets taken to a forest by a group of people and get left there in the middle of nowhere with just 3 things to save them: 3 walkie-talkies, 3 knives, 3 bottles of water and 3 bits of long rope. They have got different obstacles to get through, which will include some expected characters like zombies. They have to work as a family to get out of the woods and through the obstacles. It'll obviously be in the woods with fake blood, fake knives, fake walkie-talkies, and yeah, they're my 3 ideas.
I like him. I like the second one the best.
Yeah, I like one of them.
That was like a massive cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions, guys?
No,
No.
I liked it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
very good.
Okay, my turn. So my first idea is, so the storyline is I begin by sleeping in the college and then I start to awake because of sounds I begin to hear. I begin to wonder if I'm dreaming or if this is for real, so like, I just think, am I just like being stupid or is this real? And then I walk outside and get a drink and then I hear quiet sounds of people screaming, so I get really shocked and begin to explore what's going on. So that's pretty much what happens, and then, but it goes in depth when I go exploring and see what happens. The target audience is 15 and above because the scene may contain potential violence. The strengths are, I believe that the scene will scare the audience as it is dark and there may be unexpected jump scares. The weaknesses may be the film hasn't got many actors, therefore we will have to use many costumes to portray different characters. A threat could be the film trailer will be around less than 3 minutes long, so it might be difficult to record a lot because that's the length of my trailer. The product's being made to jump scare the audience and get reaction from them that they're afraid. So they think the film's good and it's scary. Like, that's the point of a horror, and then they can go watch it in cinema. My audience is teenagers and above. Wait, it's 15 and above, isn't it? Yeah. My viewing time is 2 to 3 minutes. Number of locations is 1. Estimated filming days is about 4 days, like the whole week of college, 4 days. Health and safety is make sure that there are no hazards while walking around in dark, and if there is any rain, make sure I don't slip when running around, like if I'm outside. The clothing, I'll be wearing casual clothing, and the person that's chasing me probably wearing like dark clothing, like so they can't really be seen in dark light. Equipment is recording camera and a computer to edit it, and a microphone, I think. So that's my first idea.
With your one location, where would this location be?
College.
You're like outside, inside.
Around the whole. Probably mostly inside, and I may go outside, I'm not sure. But any other questions? Okay. So my second idea. Okay. So me and another person go hunting for each other, and we try to scare and kill each other, but the scene gets intense when me and the enemy spot each other. Spelling mistake. The audience is 16 and above because the scene may contain violence that may not be appropriate for younger audiences. The scene will make the audience be on the edge of their seat because they will be interested on who wins the battle, so that's a strength. The weakness is the audience may not like the beginning of the trailer as we only look for each other at the beginning, so it might not be that entertaining or scary because we're just looking around, but when the scene gets more intense, that's when hopefully it will be better. A threat could be that the camera battery may run out throughout or the filming, so I might have to cut through the film. I hope that doesn't happen, but that could be a potential threat. The product is being made because to make the audience on the edge of their seat. So target audience, teenagers and above. The audience will gain from watching the trailer. They'll hopefully want to watch the film in a cinema, viewing time 2 to 3 minutes, 1 number of locations, 4 days filming time. Any health and safety is just watch out for tripping hazards. Equipment, same as last time, recording camera, computer and microphone. Any questions? No?
Yeah.
Good idea.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
one.
Often the first one to fail, but you sure? Okay. So, last idea. I get chased around college at night by a clown and then I run into a forest and then the chase goes on and on and on. I think that's similar to my first idea. Okay.
That's similar to another idea.
Yeah. Okay, so my target audience is teenagers and above. The audience will gain, hopefully, they'll watch this film in cinema in 2 to 3 minutes, viewing time, 1 location, 4 days, just health and safety, potential hazards, and then clothing is clown mask for the clown that's chasing me, and then white clothing as well. Like if we can't get a clown costume, we'll just get like a white clothing just to make it look scary, like
Yeah.
so like it really stands out in the dark. And equipment is just a camera, computer, and a microphone. So not done yet. Okay, so let me just read a storyline actually. Yeah, no, that's the same thing. Okay, so target audience is 15 and above, as I've already said. The trailer may be inappropriate for younger audiences because of the potential gore and violence if I get caught, but you'll have to see. The scene will make the audience have mixed emotions because the scene is intense. A weakness could be to chase us only 2 locations, and it would be better if it has a variety, so like it's just like more fun to watch, I suppose, maybe. A threat could be that I might trip over a hazard and might injure myself because we're running and it's going to be intense. And yeah, that's pretty much my 3 ideas.
Have you got titles for both? Well, 3 of them ideas. Like, have you named them?
I think I have, but can't find it. I think it was like the Midnight Chase or something like that.
I like them.
I like the
Yeah.
second one.
I like the second
Yeah,
one.
the
Really?
second one's my favourite
Yeah, I like
one.
the second one.
Okay,
I think it'd work well as well.
really.
Yeah. Okay. So, it's quite detailed. My first idea, I've called it The Gardener. So the storyline is the college gardener is fed up with just being classed as the gardener and he's not being appreciated for all his hard work. So he sets revenge on killing all students and teachers as they all treat him with no respect and they look down upon him. So he decides to spread a toxic poison over the grass, flowers and wildlife. Everyone inhales the fumes from being outside and everyone ends up turning infected into these creatures as they take a bad reaction to the chemical used. The audience age would be 15 plus due to being a horror film and not being appropriate for younger children. My strengths for myself and my confidence, I'm very hands-on. So if I don't think something will work and I think it'll look a better way, I'm not afraid to share my opinion and people would listen to what I've got to say. My strengths within the idea is that the filming would mainly be outside, so I have a lot of ground I could cover with. My weaknesses for myself is that I can be bossy when trying to get something perfect. Some people might get annoyed with this. The weakness about my idea is that we might not be able to get all the gardening props into college. This would be the main prop to emphasise the trailer. My opportunities is as a group we could take more time to film more shots when we have good weather. So when we're struck with bad weather, we can take advantage of that time to edit and plan what we need to retake. The threats again would be like the weather, as most of our filming would be outside, so it could cause delay. The entertainment purpose of it is obviously it's going to give a mixed emotions because you're going to be scared when watching the film, and yeah. Audience gain, obviously they're going to want to watch the film and they're going to have the urge to want to watch the film, so they're going to gain mixed emotions. And then I said the trailer I'd like to last about 2 minutes 20 seconds, so I don't want it to be too lengthy. I'd like to film it outside on campus and possibly also in the college, from filming through like windows to get different angles, so it'll be like 2 to 3 locations. The health and safety I've got to take into consideration, as being outside this could be dangerous for slipping over equipment and the weather elements, etc. Props, gardening aprons, gardening equipment and stuff. And obviously with equipment, you'd need your actors, your props and your film and stuff. So that's my first idea. Any questions?
No.
I think we should make sure we treat the college garden with some respect.
Yeah. You need to, that's the storyline, guys.
Educational.
Yeah.
You learn a lesson from that.
Yeah, you
Treat
have
the
to
garden
treat
well.
people with respect. that's the story. My second idea is called Spellground. So a group of friends decide to go camping in this so-called cursed woods. 100 of kids got slaughtered and suffered horrible murders by a witch 200 years ago. As they camp in the sacred ground sharing stories and tales they've been told, they release this curse of a witch as some of the souls, as the children's souls start appearing to warn them they need to stop the curse, as they're now stuck in the forest and they will die unless they return the lost bodies to the souls of the children. The children show the group of friends their horrible deaths and they have to locate the bodies to save themselves to break the curse. The audience age would be 15 plus because it could be unsettling for younger viewers. The strengths, I'm quite creative, so I could come into good use when editing the video and changing the lighting and finding scary music. The strength of the ideas would be the location, as we have a lot of woodland areas located from the college, so this would look great on camera and give full effect. The weaknesses could be that it's quite a detailed storyline, so I might not be able to show this through all on the trailer. Opportunities would be, although the woods would be a good place to film, it also could be quite a dark place. So depending on the sun and the angles of the lighting, I might not be able to get what I want. The threats of this would obviously be the weather again and the time of day we're filming it, because I want it to be quite dark, but obviously we don't know what times and stuff we're able to film. Health and safety, yet again, being outside, so it's going to be dangerous, slipping over equipment due to the weather. We also might have to be filming on a bit of the road, so we have to be traffic wary. The props for this one would be next page. It's somewhere. Yeah, so SFX makeup to show like different deaths of the children. I'd like it to be lasted for about 2 minutes 5 seconds, so not too long. The location, just college grounds and the roads and stuff. Yeah, I think that's that one. Yeah. Any questions about that one? No? Okay.
I think that's for the first one.
Yeah, and then my last one, to get this all, okay, and the last one's called the microchip. So the government send out an online test to local schools to see their ability and standard, but whilst the students are taking this test, the test glitches on the computers and infects everyone who's taken it. The microchip inside the mouse gives all students an electric shock and starts affecting the students. The government decided to shut down and lock down all schools due to infections, leaving all the students locked away and abandoned as they could harm members of the public. 100 years later, a bunch of teenagers break into an abandoned school as they've heard rumours and old tales saying that the students still haunt the school from this day. Teenagers find themselves in a fight for death as the students are actually still alive and the infection has not made the children, it has made them immortal, sorry, and they're very distorted and not human anymore. Obviously it would be 15 plus because it's not appropriate for younger children. The strengths of this idea would be most of my actors would be teenagers, so it's perfect location for the college. We also have a lot of computer rooms, so this would be a good easy location to film. A weakness of mine is also my attendance, so I could like delay filming time not being on time. An opportunity is good because where we're filming more inside, we won't get affected by the bad weather, so we can like gain a stronger connection as a group and learn all different skills of each other. The threats is where we're filming in the college, it could be quite a noisy, busy place, so we don't want to cause distraction when filming. The audience gain, obviously, is going to be quite a unique storyline. It hasn't been done before, so people will gain an understanding. I'd like it to be about 2 minutes 5 seconds. The location would just be within the college, really, and like the roads approaching the college. Filming health and safety, obviously just be aware of other students around us, so they'd need to be aware of our timetables. The props and clothes needed, obviously I need access to computers because that's the main like prop and stuff, and then just like special effect makeup to create distorted makeup look on the children, and then obviously the equipment would just be filming equipment and all the actors and stuff. And that's it. Any questions for that one?
Oh, I don't know the best.
I like the
You said the target audience is 15
Mhm.
because it's not appropriate for younger children when it's to do with school. Why is it not appropriate?
Because although it's filmed about teenagers, the makeup's going to be quite distorted and gory, so it's not appropriate for like younger viewers.
What? Who's wearing the makeup? Which?
Like, so the children that obviously have said they like died and the government got them locked up, like they're going to be like distorted.
Right. Oh, okay.
So like the makeup will make them look all like zombified.
Okay. And you said the government they like closed all the schools at the start because the computers and stuff.
Yeah.
But why couldn't they learn without the computers? Like.
It was a test, so the government sent them the test
Yeah.
to the teachers to say your students have to do this like capability test
Yeah.
to see their standard in learning.
Yeah.
And then so like there's a glitch that goes wrong
Yeah.
and then it affects the children from like shock.
Yeah.
So like infections and stuff, because they start getting all this weird distortion, they just shut down the whole place. So it doesn't go into the public, if you get what I mean. So
what, you just like throw the computers away or something?
no, like it affects you.
Oh,
Because
right.
the infection's in the actual
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like,
right.
and then
Oh.
it's all
they've
infected.
the shock and now it's in them.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
right.
So
they
they shut
can't
down.
go out of school because they'll
Then it
spread
affects the whole like to people.
Oh, okay.
You get it?
Yeah.
Okay. And that is it.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's really creative. Oh,
Thank you guys. I think that's it. Do we stop it? Or-
Yeah, we have to stop it.
You don't have to stop it, do you?
Yeah. That's it.
don't break it. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah. Any last goodbyes?
No.
That's not a death video.
Okay. So, Georgina, what is your opinion on George's? What's your opinion on George's one? Do you think it was good? His idea. Do you still remember what it was about? Were you actually listening?
I was listening.
Okay. Give me a brief.
With George's first one, so mainly he said like 2 to 3 locations.
Yep.
So it'd be like in the college and like bits outside.
Okay, what's actually happening? Do you know?
Yeah.
Wasn't it when you kept waking up and
Yeah, like he wakes up on benches and stuff.
Okay. Okay. So Harmony, do you remember any of my ideas?
I remember the clown one.
The clown one. Yep.
Yeah.
With like the chasing.
All yours was about chasing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you like chasing people?
No, I get chased. I'm the victim.
So
Do you like being
Ginty,
chased?
No.
what was Harmony's second story?
Let's hear it.
Second, I'm not.
Turn it to you then.
I can't. I don't think it's
Come
capable.
on,
You're gonna have to stand in front of it.
Uh,
So Ginty, what was Harmony's storyline for the second idea?
right, basically.
Stand right in front of the camera. I don't
So-
think you're in it.
I am. Basically, I don't know her second idea.
Okay, what was your favourite one of her idea?
Her favourite was the one like where everyone gets like the scientist.
It's so sad.
Oh, is that your one?
No.
The gardener guy.
Yeah, that's one of mine.
What is it? No,
Yeah.
The gardener, that's one of
The
your
garden
ideas.
is my first idea.
no. When
Yeah.
everyone hates him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
mine.
from Julius.
No.
Mine is when she gets a request off social media, and then the second one was when they get locked in a room, and the third third one was when they get abandoned in a forest.
Oh yeah. But how was I around to remember the second one? See.
Because the second one was everyone's favourite.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
I like the first one.
Oh, you
Anyway,
need to stop that now.
Right.
thank you for watching, guys.
Thank you for watching. Yeah. Any last goodbyes? George.
Turn off the camera.
Turn it off! George, go do it for him.
Oh, big boy here. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, he's eating the camera. Naughty, naughty.
That was not an hour.
That was like 20 minutes.
Shouldn't it
He's still not done it, so he can just dance.
Yeah, is it still recording?